Welcome to Logo History. And for this episode, we are taking a look at two stores that have closed on March 14th, 2018 due to bankruptcy. Toys R Us, my childhood toy store, and Babies R Us. Unfortunately, they both have been closed on March 14th, 2018, as I said earlier, due to bankruptcy, and I'm very sad to see them both go. Toys R Us was my childhood. Babies R Us, well, I missed the baby stuff for the babies. Anyways, without further ado, let's start. Let's go through all the memories. First, I'm going to start with Toys R Us, my childhood, and I'm pretty sure this is your childhood too. 1948 to 1968. For 20 years, it has been called Children's Supermarts. And it has that giraffe. His name is Jeffrey, and he's saying, Toys R Us. 1968 to 1971. It has a truck, and Jeffrey's driving in, and it says Toys R Us, and other stuff. 1971 to 1975. It has the words Toys R Us, a children's bargain store. I don't know what this says. 1975 to 1986, we just have the words Toys R Us. The word R is in quotes, because it's dominant. Now here's another one with the slogan, the Children's Bargain Town. Another version of this, which is pretty cool. And here's another version. This. Different text letters. And here's another one. And a print version. And a print version with Jeffrey. 1986 to 1998. It has the words Toys R Us. Once again, the R is dominant, which is why it's put in quotes, as I said earlier. Now, this shows Jeffrey, the giraffe, the mascot of Toys R Us. Oh, how I already missed Jeffrey. This is the logo that used to be on stamps. Now, this is an example of a store that used to have that text with the dominant quoted R. Now, 1998 to 2007. Now the dominant quoted R is now placed in a star in the word Toys R Us. Now this is the 3D version. The yellow underlined version. And 2007 to 2018 in the US, UK, and Australia. And 2007 to the present internationally. We have the words Toys R Us. The R has the star on it, which is cool. But it turns out that only the Toys R Us stores in the US, UK, and Australia are closed. The rest of the stores are in any other country besides these countries that I just mentioned are still open. So you can go to Canada and go to Toys R Us. You can go to Italy and go to Toys R Us. You can go to the Dominican Republic and go to Toys R Us. But eventually they'll all be closed around the world, because Toys R Us went through bankruptcy and they failed to survive. Now this is the print version of this logo. This is the symbol with the R with star on it. The print version of the symbol. A prototype version of this logo with the dominant blue R. And this is the Toys R Us logo seen in stores. And a yellow version of that. Now I'm going to move on to another store that has failed to survive bankruptcy. It's called Babies R Us. Let's go through the history together. 1996 to 2007. We have the words Babies R Us, and we have the slogan, the Babies Superstore. And we also have this version in purple without the slogan. And 2007 to 2018, the logo agreed to be on purple and and it remains that color. And they have the art with the star, like the current Toys R Us logo. So the stores, all the Babies R Us stores in the U.S. will be shut down, but don't worry, they will still have its registry and online website. So don't wait. And now, before I conclude this episode and tell you what's coming up next in the episode, I am going to tell you thoughts on the closings on both of these stores. Now the camera will face me. Okay. So, let me put this here. So, what I think on the closings of both the stores is that it is very harsh, and it's very a shame that they both have to leave. I mean, Toys R Us was my childhood, and I'll give you 2 reasons why they are closed. Wanna know why? It's because, 2 reasons. 1, that stupid company Amazon shut them both down. And 2, this is the video game era, where everyone is interested in video games instead of toys. If you're interested in video games more than toys, I guess there's no turning back, for Toys R Us has suffered. I'm sorry, guys, but it had to close. And I'm focusing on the reasons, mainly on Toys R Us. Babies R Us, same reasons, but it does not have anything to do with the video game era thing. Just with the Toys R Us stores. That has to do with the video game era. So again, it's shameful that they both have to go, and it's just so sad. One save. Wait, actually, we can't save it. They both failed. There's no going back. Unless you want to, try to save it, but I don't think you are. Yeah, I don't think it'll work. So, that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Logo History, and I'll see you tomorrow for a brand new episode. Stay tuned for episode 36, Walmart. Bye-bye. Also, rest in peace, Toys R Us and Babies R Us. We will miss you both.